Yo, so did Apple really just resurrect the iPod sock as a couture iPhone fashion accessory? Yeah, they did. Today, Apple quietly announced the iPhone Pocket, a limited edition collaboration between Apple and ISSEY Miyake. And it's basically a small tote in the form of a 3D knitted sleeve that basically fits any iPhone along with cards, AirPods, keys, and it's designed to be worn on your body, not tossed into another bag. So Apple quietly announced this, and online the reaction was anything but. Basically, everyone's calling this an overpriced iPod sock. And yeah, look, at $149.95 for the short strap version and $229.95 for the long strap, like crossbody version, it costs way more than those old $29 iPod socks cost. But here's the thing, it's a fashion collaboration. It's really in the exact same lane as Apple's Hermes Apple Watch collaboration. Big design house name, more premium materials, a limited run, statement pricing. You're paying for ISSEY Miyake textile design and for the little tag that says ISSEY Miyake. By the way, Miyake as a designer was known for his love of using technology as part of his fashion design. Also, you could really argue that this collaboration is decades in the making. That's because Steve Jobs and ISSEY Miyake actually became friends. There's a story about, Jobs really loving these uniforms that ISSEY Miyake created for Sony plant workers. Also, Jobs kind of like famous black turtleneck and blue jeans kind of look. Some of those black turtlenecks were ISSEY Miyake black turtlenecks. Maybe what I love most about this collaboration is that the two parties kind of looked back and decided to kind of knowingly wink at that old iPod sock design. But really, there's a bigger picture kind of thing going on here as well. Apple is now very much pushing this idea of the iPhone as a wearable. That was pretty clear when they announced that new crossbody strap with the iPhone 17 family. And now, less than 2 months later, we've got another kind of like wearable accessory for the iPhone, another kind of strap type thing in this iPhone Pocket. And both of these accessories are saying your iPhone isn't just a tool. It's not just a thing that you use. It's a statement about who you are and your aesthetic sense. And look, if that's not you, if you think this whole thing is ridiculous, totally valid. It's aimed at the same type of buyer who would pay 2-3x for an Apple Watch band, but it's an Hermes Apple Watch band. So yeah, they're not going to sell tons of these things. I think that they wanted to generate a conversation and they wanted to make something cool, or at least make something interesting with another group of design-focused, cool people. And in that way, as a collaboration, as a collector piece, as a conversation starter, well, the iPhone Pocket, it already did its job.